So we can learn, previous histories. You can read about it, talk to people, so you see how did you go wrong? What did you do? Or what you didn't do? Okay, and things had to change. If you have the good old strategy, you're going to have the same good old result, failure, right? So you need be innovative. It doesn't mean like you need to put $2 billion in the community and exploration. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about transparency. I'm talking about early engagement. And then it's hard, but we need to continue. So it's engaging, transparency, communication. That's my view.
I now have one last question for you people to ask. I have run out. So one last question before we give Fernando a second beer.
My name's Mark Higgins from Steelcore Homes. It's a question going back towards Bruce Curran, really, about the copper. We were just talking over coffee this morning about basically 20 years you were saying that it takes from looking at a site to actually mining, and the rising price in copper. Basically, in 20 years, how do you see copper against gold? Because I'm led to believe already countries are starting to reserve copper, and it will be used probably more in the futures as a better guide against gold.
It's a good question. I mean, I'm a geologist.
That's why I'm asking you the question.
No, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Think of everybody could think about that. I think the strategy of the company, in getting to copper is also that line, having copper resources rather than gold. Vale is not a gold miner. We have mined gold in the past, but we're not into gold, And other point is important. Gold is much higher investment, It's a much higher investment than gold. Copper is much lower. And definitely, if you see the graphs for gold and for copper, in the last 20 years, I just saw the graph this morning on the copper. I put it back on 10 years ago, it was $2,000 a ton, and now today it was what, 10,000, and it's still growing. And gold was 2,000 a pound 6 months ago. I'm not following gold much, but today it was at 1,500 a ton. So it's a good thought. I mean, I don't have the full answer for you, but it's definitely.
Thank you, Fernando, for coming here today. Very enjoyable. We all should have had stocks in Vale 10 years ago, by the looks of it.
We should in 2008, definitely.
Yeah. Just Vale being Brazilian and as colourful as they are, with your community work, have you noticed any increase in the samba or the rumba? The samba. Huh? Okay.
Too early.
Anyway. Okay, look, I'd just like to give Fernando a little gift for coming here today. I'll just get that. It's a little drum from Ben Getz, so Vale can keep playing the drum for mining in the Philippines. There you go, mate.
Thank you.
And
nice, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Do we have to play now?
Well,
I hope not.
we'll play it a bit later after a few more drinks. And for Leo, there's a bottle of wine for you in your retirement, so you can.
I get the booze. You get the.
You got the booze. And we've got another bottle of wine for somebody out of the fishbowl. And Mr. John Cuthbertson. Mate, Joss will fix you up with that later on. And a Mr. Colin Jenner. So we've got a bottle there for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's luncheon. I hope everything was pleasant and you all had a good time. Vale, very good speak. We'll just adjourn for networking time. I know some of you have to go home, back to the office, sorry. But if you'd like, We'll keep the bar going till about 3 o'clock. Unfortunately, you did get those 2 little drink vouchers, I hope. Well, we only had 2, so if you've used those, it's a cash bar, I'm afraid. Until we can get some more sponsorship and probably take care of that. Anyway, on that note, I'd just like to say that the next luncheon, the next Philippine Mining Luncheon, we've set that for Friday the 3rd of June here at the Shangri-La. We might get a bigger room. But our guest speaker then will be Mr. Ian Holzberger, who is the Executive Chairman of Metals Exploration and also the President of FCF Minerals. Thank you for your support and attending today, and for all those that are leaving, safe travel. Hope you all hang around and meet some new friends, some new contacts, do some new business, I hope. So that's the conclusion of the Philippine Mining Luncheon today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.